way, people are saving a lot of energy using solar power. We wanted to see if this really does work, so we asked John Hogan to come in this morning. Now, John, you have recently, in the last 6 months, started using solar power for your own home.
Yes, it was actually about the middle of August. They got the system mounted on the roof, they got it activated, and I've been using the solar ever since then.
Now, John is a pretty technical guy. He does computers for a living. And he said, Tom, I actually keep track of this because I wanted to know if it is going to pay for itself. How did you keep track of it?
Well, what I've done is monitor the amount. I've got what they call a power purchase agreement.
What is that?
So what that means is that however much the solar system is producing, I pay the solar company for that amount.
Well, yes, but you pay them at a lower rate.
I pay them at a lower rate than Excel Energy.
Because aren't there, 3 ways to get solar? You can lease it,
you can buy it outright, right? And then you get some tax credits.
Okay.
You can do what he does, which means if you generate electricity for me, I'll pay you, but I'll pay you less than the power company, so there's no loss there.
Okay.
So in other words, if half of his electricity is supplied by the solar, he pays the solar company for that electricity, but at a much lower rate than Excel, right?
That's correct.
And then the other way of purchasing is a lease, where you just make payments. Do you like this purchase agreement you have?
I do. I did a lot of research beforehand, and I think the fact with the power purchase agreement, one of the things that's coming in handy right now, we're having a lot of cloudy days. With a straight lease, I'd be paying the solar company the same amount no matter how much the system produced. Now, with the power purchase agreement, my Excel bill will be higher, but the lease or the power purchase, I'll be paying less to the solar company.
So they balance each other out.
You only pay for what you get. So this is your house right here.
Yes, that's that's the solar system on top of my roof. Before we're showing the equipment they put on the back wall.
Yes.
This is kind of cool. What it is
what are we seeing here?
That's a piece of software you can load on your computer.
And they provide it?
They provide the software. And what it does is it shows the amount of energy your home is using. A lot of the spikes there, I have a hot tub. And so that uses a lot of energy.
This is live right now.
Yeah.
So your house. Okay, so I want to know how you keep track and what you've been saving. Give me some figures.
Well, what I've tracked is the amount that I paid the solar company.
Right.
I've also tracked the amount that I'm paying Excel.
All right.
Now, since it went live in the middle of August,
okay,
my Excel energy bill was basically zero. There's a $6 and some odd cent.
Really?
Yes.
So your energy use has gone down to almost nothing with Excel.
Right. Now, this is going to change.
I understand
that. Changed this last month.
So then how much
for 4 months. And I've been averaging saving in the mid-20s to mid-$30 a month.
Okay.
Which I worked out the figures up through this month. There was a $2,000 down payment.
Okay.
So through this month, through last month, if the payment and the savings would have stayed about the same, it would have paid for itself for the down in a little over 5 years.
Oh. So in about 5 years you would break even then?
You'd be break even with the down payment because your amount of down payment on the power purchase.
Why do you have to make a down payment if you're going to pay for energy?
You don't, but that is what gives the amount that they charge you.
Oh, you wanted a lower rate.
I wanted a lower rate per kilowatt.
If you did not pay the down payment, what would your savings have been?
Probably about half of that.
So you would have saved about $15 a month?
Right.
So with only 6 months into it, are you glad you did it at this point?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Especially, we all know energy is going up. Your electricity bill is not going to go down.
That's right. So it's going to be more and more
That's what got you
savings.
to do it in the first place, right? Was an increase in the Excel rates?
So I'm locked in for 20 years to pay the same amount for the electricity for my solar system.
But you have to know that you're going to be in that home for 20 years, or you have to get the new owners to agree or take it with you.
Right. You can do one of three things. Either they can buy it. After 5 years, the solar company will take it off for a fixed price. Or, you can basically just take it off and
take it with you?
Rid of it. Yeah, and they'll reinstall it in a new house.
All right, so what company do you use? Do we have any information on the company he's using? Jen, do we have that? Okay, we don't. What's the name of it?
I use a company called Lighthouse Solar out of Boulder. They're almost all out of Boulder. Okay. One thing that I would say is make sure that if you're interested in this, call 3 or 4 companies. Have them come out to your house and actually look at it. One company actually wanted to give me a quote using Google Maps. For the map of my house.
Make sure they come out
So you really did a lot of research and had a lot of people come out and give you quotes.
Recapping Lighthouse Solar, he pays for the energy directly. Our electrical savings tips from Mr. Sparky Electric, and they're doing that free electrical inspection for 49 callers. We may have had those already. And then, of course, the whole house surge protector for $149. and that's 993-1470 is the number. So what's coming up?
All right, thanks a lot, John.
Thanks, John.
Coming up.